Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
It's happened, and I can't say if it is or it's not a mistake, but things happen in life.
When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money.
Stephen A. Smith has built a reputation for saying exactly what he thinks, and Floyd Money Mayweather is now in his crosshairs. Following reports that federal authorities had taken control of assets reportedly connected to Mayweather's alleged $600 million real estate holdings, Smith delivered a scathing response on television. Speaking with his trademark intensity and pointed delivery, the ESPN personality went beyond criticizing Mayweather's financial decisions. He openly mocked the boxer's approach, arguing that the extravagant lifestyle and oversized ego could reflect a serious lack of long-term financial planning.
Floyd Mayweather is on an absolute real estate buying spree. I'm honestly having kind of a hard time keeping up with all this. Just listen to some of these headlines. All of these were posted just in the last 8 days alone. Floyd Mayweather lands $402 million deal to buy over 60 buildings in New York City. Mayweather puts $100 million in $3 billion JV. Mayweather buying a stake in former Versace mansion in Miami Beach. I knew this guy was rich, and it's no secret that he's been doing some big real estate deals lately, but he's absolutely on a roll right now. Different sources give different numbers, but Floyd's net worth is estimated to be as high as $1.5 billion, which makes him one of the wealthiest athletes in the world. Because of that, he's owned massive mansions in Las Vegas, Beverly Hills, and Miami over the years.
Following allegations that Floyd Mayweather was connected to a $42 million financial scam, reports emerged claiming that federal officials had reportedly taken control of a substantial part of his real estate holdings. According to the accusations, some of Mayweather's investments were allegedly connected to fraudulent financial dealings, leading the FBI to begin an extensive investigation into the matter. During the course of that inquiry, multiple high-value properties reportedly faced freezes or seizures while authorities carried out additional legal examination. Those properties, which were reportedly included in a real estate portfolio once valued at around $600 million, have since become a major focus of the allegations surrounding Mayweather. Although Mayweather has rejected claims of any wrongdoing, the controversy has placed serious pressure on the public image he spent years developing as a successful investor and businessman. Should the allegations ultimately be established as true, the consequences could extend far beyond financial losses, potentially affecting the reputation and legacy he has built throughout his career.
All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on the regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners.
Stephen A. Smith has personally witnessed the extravagant lifestyle of Floyd Mayweather, from visiting his luxurious mansion and seeing his collection of expensive vehicles to even spending time aboard his private jet. That close look at Mayweather's world has provided Smith with a distinctive view of the fighter's financial judgment and the enormous empire he has carefully developed over the years. The focus and discipline Mayweather displayed inside the boxing ring also carried into his approach to business, helping him accumulate considerable wealth and reportedly earn more than $1 billion during his career. His real estate purchases, including a Las Vegas mansion valued at $10 million and a Beverly Hills property reportedly offered for $48 million, illustrate his method of building and expanding his fortune. Smith's perspective points to Mayweather using his boxing earnings to create a varied investment portfolio, suggesting that his love of luxury exists alongside an effort to establish lasting financial security. Floyd Mayweather, widely recognized for his fortune and extravagant lifestyle, has also attracted attention through an enormous $600 million push into real estate. One of his biggest moves involved purchasing a rental portfolio of more than 60 buildings in Upper Manhattan, New York City. The $42 million transaction, called the Black Spruce Portfolio, includes 1,000 affordable housing units and ranked among the city's largest multifamily deals that year. Reports say Mayweather put approximately $100 million of his own funds into the venture and presumably financed the remaining cost. Besides potential tax benefits connected to affordable housing, the project also carries personal meaning for Floyd, who was raised with his family in a crowded one-bedroom apartment.
This all started with the announcement that Floyd was buying a $402 million multifamily portfolio called the Black Spruce Portfolio. A source revealed to The Real Deal that he went into contract to pay $402 million for a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio of more than 60 buildings. These buildings are concentrated in the Upper Manhattan area, and this deal would make for one of the city's biggest multifamily deals of the year. Anyways, we know Floyd is big on putting his money into commercial real estate deals, but a 1,000-unit multifamily portfolio is a massive buy, even for a guy like him. The question is, why would he, or anybody for that matter, be interested in buying all of these affordable housing units all at once? Well, for one, some of this portfolio is reported to offer a tax exemption due to the fact that the majority of the units are designated as affordable housing. For two, Mayweather shared that this deal holds some emotional significance for him and his family.
Mayweather explained that acquiring more than 1,000 affordable housing units in New York City was driven by both personal emotions and long-term investment thinking. Having grown up with his family in a one-bedroom apartment in New Brunswick, New Jersey, he understood from personal experience what it was like to live with limited space and difficult housing conditions. Those early experiences helped shape his desire to create improved living opportunities for people dealing with similar circumstances. He described the purchase as something that carries considerable emotional importance for both himself and his family, while also giving him an opportunity to support communities that have faced hardships similar to those he experienced growing up. The properties purchased from Black Spruce Management also receive tax benefits under an arrangement designed to encourage property owners to preserve affordable housing. Those tax advantages can remain in place for as long as 40 years, potentially helping ensure that the apartments remain accessible and affordable for many years after the investment. Mayweather's move into this market also comes as New York's real estate industry begins showing signs of recovery following a period of weakness linked to higher interest rates. Commercial property transactions have increased noticeably, reflecting stronger confidence among investors. By entering the affordable housing market during this recovery, Mayweather's investment fits into the broader upward movement taking place across New York's real estate sector.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves. It don't point like this because we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what I'm doing? All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
For years, Floyd Mayweather has viewed real estate as a major pillar of his approach to building wealth, particularly because of its ability to generate passive income while potentially providing financial security over the long term. Reflecting on the lesson he learned early on, Mayweather once shared the advice that purchasing property in New York and holding on to it for years can create lasting financial gains. His own entrance into the property market reportedly started with a $5 million investment that generated roughly $50,000 each month, representing an annual return of about 12%. That early result strengthened his confidence in property as a dependable source of recurring income. Since then, Mayweather has continued growing his holdings and has said he owns interests in numerous properties, including a substantial position connected to a multi-billion-dollar office portfolio involving 601W companies. However, he has also presented his real estate activities as something that can motivate other people. By openly discussing his purchases and business moves, Mayweather has encouraged others to pursue similar opportunities, framing real estate as more than a way to make money. In his view, it can also become a vehicle for personal empowerment and creating a lasting legacy. Toward the end of 2024, Floyd Mayweather Jr. reportedly took another major step in expanding his property holdings by investing in the $10 billion office portfolio controlled by 601W companies, making it his largest reported real estate commitment at that point. The collection includes 18 office properties covering more than 10 million square feet and spread across important markets such as New York, Chicago, and Jersey City. Among the notable assets are the Amazon-anchored 410, 10th Avenue in Hudson Yards, Chicago's Aon Center, the former Chicago Old Post Office, and the Harborside Office Complex in Jersey City. The precise size of Mayweather's contribution has not been publicly disclosed, although sources have indicated that it exceeded the $100 million investment he previously made with SL Green.
We got Floyd Mayweather back in the real estate news again. This guy's on an acquisition spree like I haven't seen in a long time. You got to remember, in October, he bought a portfolio of multifamily properties in around Manhattan for $402 million. Well, this time he went all in on office property for a $10 billion portfolio. I got this out of Real Deal, by the way. Now, some of these properties listed are 410 10th Avenue in Hudson Yards. You got Jersey City's Harborside Office Complex. You've got the Aon Center in Chicago and the old post office building in Chicago as well. So the portfolio includes a total of 18 buildings that take up to 10 million square feet of space. Now, he's not new to this. He's got office properties as well. He's got a pretty good portfolio so far. He's got 16 properties worth about $7 billion. He's going to add this portfolio to it, and he's going to be on a tear. So I hope he has a good marketing company as well. But congrats to him.
Although the immediate returns from these properties may be relatively limited, comparable to the roughly 5% to 6% yearly yields commonly associated with real estate investment trusts, Mayweather appears focused on what these assets could produce over a much longer period. If the properties benefit from planned improvements and the broader market continues recovering, their future potential could be considerably greater. The strategy highlights Mayweather's ongoing effort to transform the money earned through boxing into real estate holdings capable of producing lasting wealth across generations. For him, these investments are about more than short-term profits, combining potential financial gains with the opportunity to establish a lasting legacy. His continued confidence in property, particularly in strategically located major urban markets, remains a central factor behind the decisions shaping his growing real estate portfolio.
First investment was real estate, commercial real estate, skyscrapers actually. I looked at certain athletes' career and I said, I don't want to end up like that. So what I did was this. It started off with $5 million. Put up $5 million. I was getting $50,000 a month every month on the 18th. How I'm in 36 months, of course, with one of my new investments, I would be making $300 million a month. But
what investment is that?
Just in real estate.
Aggregate, got you.
And I'm heavy in real estate. I'm real heavy in real estate. Even though, I got my own liquid. If that means cash for those, I break it down in layman's terms. Even though I got a lot of cash. OPM.
Okay.
OPM. You don't always have to use your money. That's why it's very important for y'all to make sure y'all keep y'all credit right.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has continued expanding his property holdings with a major investment connected to Miami Beach's famous Versace mansion. The landmark property, officially called Villa Casa Casuarina and situated at 1116 Ocean Drive, has a history stretching back to 1930, when it was constructed by Standard Oil heir Alden Freeman. Its profile rose dramatically after fashion designer Gianni Versace made the mansion his home from 1992 until his tragic death in 1997. Mayweather's latest involvement reportedly places him alongside the Nakash family and Eli Jindy, who are the property's current owners. Under the arrangement, Mayweather is expected to take over the majority of Jindy's stake, although the specific financial details of the transaction have not been revealed. The historic residence now operates as an exclusive luxury boutique hotel, with 10 lavish suites designed around the distinctive aesthetic associated with Versace. Guests can also experience an array of extravagant features, including a 54-foot swimming pool decorated with 24-karat gold tiles and Johnny's restaurant, which provides a Mediterranean-inspired luxury dining experience. The property may not generate returns comparable to some of Mayweather's other investments, but its value within his portfolio goes beyond simple financial performance. Its famous history, architectural prestige, and direct connection to the Versace name make it a particularly distinctive addition, fitting naturally with Mayweather's well-known attraction to luxury and high-profile properties. Mayweather has also reportedly committed $100 million to a $3 billion partnership with Go Partners, creating a joint venture known as Vita Properties. Through this arrangement, he receives partial ownership of a collection of luxury rental skyscrapers, many of which Go Partners acquired during the previous 3 years. There is also an interesting connection between this deal and Mayweather's earlier Black Spruce transaction. Go Partners co-owner Josh is reportedly the same person who sold the Black Spruce portfolio, linking two of Mayweather's largest reported real estate moves. Yet despite the scale of these investments, the financial challenges surrounding Mayweather became more noticeable following his retirement from professional boxing. The undefeated fighter, widely recognized as one of the highest-paid boxers in history, officially stepped away from professional competition in 2017 with a perfect 50-0 record. His fortune had been fueled by enormous paydays from major events, including his blockbuster encounters with Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor. After leaving professional boxing, Mayweather continued living an extremely lavish lifestyle, purchasing expensive properties and spending heavily on luxury goods and experiences. At the same time, significant financial obligations began creating additional pressure. One of the most notable issues involved a reported $22.2 million tax bill owed to the IRS for the 2015 tax year, a liability connected to the enormous income he generated during that period. To help deal with the obligation, Mayweather eventually returned to combat sports through exhibition appearances, using his worldwide popularity to secure substantial payouts. Because these appearances were exhibitions, they did not alter his official professional boxing record, while still giving him another major source of income.
Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for more.
Stephen A. Smith's respect for Floyd Mayweather began to change after the former champion moved into the world of exhibition bouts following his retirement. During Mayweather's professional career, his fights were centered around championships, competition, and the pursuit of a lasting legacy. His post-retirement appearances, however, gave Smith the impression that financial rewards had become the primary motivation behind his return to the ring. One of the clearest examples was Mayweather's widely promoted exhibition against Logan Paul, the YouTuber who transitioned into boxing. Smith openly questioned the sporting value of the matchup, arguing that it offered little in terms of genuine competitive significance. With relatively limited experience as a boxer, Logan Paul appeared to present little danger to a fighter with Mayweather's extensive championship background and years of elite-level competition.
Boxers, if not the greatest boxer in history. He's absolutely sensational. But he retired years ago, and for me personally, I know these exhibition matches are entertaining. I like the one with Conor McGregor, not so much the one with Logan Paul. Looking at these exhibitions and all of that stuff, that little melee and stuff don't matter to me. As far as I'm concerned, it could have potentially been orchestrated. I don't know. But I do know not just anybody should be allowed to be in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather.
Absolutely.
When Floyd Mayweather Jr. stepped back into the ring in 2021 for an exhibition bout with YouTuber-turned-boxer Logan Paul, the comeback appeared to involve more than simply a love for boxing, with financial incentives also playing an important role. The event generated considerable pay-per-view attention, but afterward, Paul claimed that Mayweather had failed to provide the full amount he believed he was owed, estimating the unpaid sum at somewhere between $1 million and $3 million. Paul made his frustration public, insisting that the payment issue was real and saying that he was prepared to take the dispute to court. Mayweather responded to those claims by explaining that earnings from pay-per-view arrangements can take considerable time to be distributed. He pointed out that payments connected to older fights can continue arriving years later and argued that the financial process does not happen immediately. Mayweather also suggested that Paul had already benefited substantially from the event. For Stephen A. Smith, however, the larger issue was the type of opponents Mayweather chose after leaving professional boxing. Smith argued that these matchups did not represent the level of competition associated with Mayweather's championship career and appeared to be motivated primarily by the money involved.
Did you fight Floyd or something?
Yeah.
Did he pay you to lose?
Nah,
What happened?
he didn't pay me. I wish you'd pay me.
How much you owe you?
Probably between 2 and 3.
Yeah.
You got it on you by any chance?
I have it in Nigerian money. I'll give you 10 million in Nigerian money. That's about $1,100 a month. So is that your only loss was Floyd?
No, I didn't lose. It was an exhibition, so there's no loser.
There's no loser in the exhibition?
No.
So you both are winners? It's like a tie. That's not a good feeling. It's like tongue kissing your sister or something. Not a great
During one especially revealing interview, Stephen A. Smith put Floyd Mayweather Jr. on the spot with a straightforward question. Was his money more important to him, or was protecting his legacy the greater priority? The question was clearly intended to make Mayweather look beyond his financial achievements and consider what would ultimately define his career. Yet throughout the conversation, Mayweather repeatedly returned to the subject of his wealth, business decisions, and the enormous revenue he had managed to generate through his different ventures. He spoke confidently about his ability to operate as a businessman and turn his name and success into profitable opportunities. From Smith's point of view, however, those answers suggested that Mayweather had placed greater importance on accumulating and maintaining wealth than on preserving the respect and honor associated with an enduring boxing legacy. Their exchange reflected a broader perception that Mayweather's priorities had gradually changed after his professional career ended, moving away from the traditional competitive values of the sport and toward maximizing financial opportunities. His continued participation in exhibition contests, combined with his repeated emphasis on business achievements and income, created the impression of a former champion concentrating more on monetizing his fame than on adding another meaningful chapter to his place in boxing history.
You made money. You're gonna make a hell of a lot more money.
But the main thing is, I made smart investments, and I still make millions every month.
Do you care about your boxing legacy?
More than what?
Well, we ain't gonna say more than money. We know better. We're not gonna say more than money. We know better.
More than my family? No. So what's more important? My children. Because when I make this money, you know what? I put my children and my family in a position that they are entrepreneurs. They are bosses. I don't want my kids to have to answer to nobody. So I will take the long road. I will take the bumps and the bruises for them.
Is Stephen A. Smith revealing the real story behind Mayweather's finances, or has the situation been blown out of proportion by the media? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.